Joshua Kraintz, son of John Kraintz, son of Nick Kraintz, who we're honoring here today. And I'm the firstborn son of several generations of firstborn sons, and I have a firstborn son. So good to see so many family and friends here today. And as we honor my granddad, who was larger than life. So I don't know what the rest of the world's doing today because we know it all revolved around him. I'm going to open up with a quote here, and this is just a glimpse, very small glimpse, into his life. Hopefully we get to hear from some more of you. It's all right. Public speaking is as close as you'll get to death, so you might as well do it today and just get it over with. No fear in death when you've already crossed that bridge. All right, here's a quote from Nick, and there's several in here that I'd like to share with you. It says this, it says, "I love the Lord. He gave me a fantastic life with family and friends and many celebrations. I was blessed, and I wouldn't change a thing." Those of you who know him know he wouldn't. Nick J.Kraintz was born on March 26, 1926 in Southgate, California, at the southern tip of Los Angeles County. Though he often lamented about riding the thrashing machine, which would vibrate your gizzard out, young Nick learned to take delight in life's simple pleasures. Whether it was pretending to be a gunslinger in a Western movie with his father yelling, "Don't point that gun at me," or collecting loose change on the floor of the cider bar to spend a day at the Nickelodeon theaters, he quickly learned to appreciate the sweetness that everyday life had to offer, especially if that sweetness involved sugary sodas like Orange Crush or flavorful candies such as Butterfinger bars, black licorice ropes, and Tootsie Rolls. And if you're a grandkid, you got to eat all of those. It's safe to say that Nick never met a sweet he didn't like. To paraphrase Will Rogers, movies and music have always been an integral part of Nick's life. Westerns starring John Wayne were his favorites, along with the sounds of Gene Autry's Back in the Saddle Again. Some of Nick's other favorite songs were Benny Goodman's In the Mood, along with the soothing sounds of Count Basie, Perry Como, Duke Ellington, and Nat King Cole, to name a few. While those were some of his favorite pastimes, his passion over the course of his formative years became mechanical devices. The easiest place to find Nick were in a garage or under a car repairing someone's vehicle. It didn't matter if it was a car, truck, bus, dump truck, garbage truck, or water truck. If it had 4 wheels, he could fix it. One such incident occurred shortly after his 18th birthday in 1944. Walking into Capital Chevrolet with his trademark confidence and self-assuredness, Nick asked for an opportunity to work and was given a challenge to repair a broken Chrysler vehicle. Needless to say, Nick quickly diagnosed the problem, promptly fixed it with surgeon-like precision, and earned the job. Even though he seemingly worked tirelessly, often 7 days per week, Nick certainly found time to enjoy his play time with the same gusto that he approached his assignments. Always one to clearly separate work from playtime, Nick would pack up the family and head to Parker, Arizona to cool off and water ski the Colorado River, complete with the barbecue pig roast with the family and friends. Remarkably, Nick remained active on water skis well into his 60s and always kept himself in top physical condition, confirmed by his seeming superhuman strength and toughness. At the nudge of a colleague, Nick chose to specialize in Allison transmissions during the late 1950s and early 1960s. It was a choice that would reward him in more ways than he could count. There was something about those old cast iron boxes, the 6-speed Allisons, that he knew so well, and what made them tick. As word grew of his expertise, Nick earned a series of promotions and several recognitions along the way. He earned a partnership with S&J Chevrolet in Southern California and was flown out to Allison's headquarters in Indianapolis to find out more about the top gun of transmission mechanics on the West Coast. As he earned more respect as an Allison expert, Nick cashed out his partnership in S&J, and with his wife Sandy and 2 youngest children, Nikki and April, relocated to sunny Arizona for a new adventure. Upon purchasing a home in Phoenix on February 1976, complete with a pool and slide, word quickly found the local Allison dealer, Neil's DDA. The owner was so excited to hear of Nick's relocation that he started sending Nick checks before even being employed there. You know that ticked him off. This was a testament to the value and quality of Nick delivered every day, day in and day out. This is exemplified in one of his primary philosophies. Why do we always do it right the second time? Do it right the first time. Take your time, make it right, but hurry up because the customer is crowning about his transmission. Despite earning accolades and respect in his profession, Nick would make his boldest move yet. He made the decision to leave a comfortable position at Neal's DDA and go into business for himself at the age of 53, starting his fledgling operation on the side of his house in 1979. Do you want a warranty or a transmission that works? Nick would say. If you're looking for a warranty, go someplace else. I build transmissions that work. I stand behind it. If you don't believe that, you might as well go throw your wallet in a ditch. All right, Nick J.Kraintz, Chief Allison Technician, that was his quote. Equipped with a set of tools that was the envy of any mechanic and armed with an unwavering faith in God, a tireless work ethic, and a burning desire to succeed on his own terms, Nick broke ground on what is now NJK Allison Transmission in 1980. Located on 14th Avenue, just south of Deer Valley Road, NJK Allison Transmission developed a reputation for quality workmanship, along with an owner-operator that was honest and had the integrity to stand proudly behind his work. Nick owned and operated SNK until 2005 and served as a consultant until 2006. While SNK is still in operation to this day, Nick's reputation as a businessman and a master of his craft has impacted transmission mechanics across North America. His work was his passion, as was helping others in business. He used to say, if you don't work, you don't eat. Or as he said often to Nikki, get off the phone and work. That wasn't written here, I threw that in. We're often here, these statements were often heard around the shop as those around him that he chose to spend time with. His mission of helping others in business can best be summarized in his own words. If a man doesn't have his truck, he can't work and make money. Nick J.Kraintz lived life to the fullest, lived for and enjoyed the blessings of a large family and close friends, and above all, loved God and served him until he took his last breath on May 10th, 2015, with Sandy, his wife, and 48 years at his side. He proudly served God, his country, earning an honorable discharge from the U.S. Navy, and his fellow man through his life, work, and Christ-centered principles. So in just a moment, everyone's going to have an opportunity to come up here and share something. And I'd like to share one of the jokes that my grandfather shared. I'm just kidding. I don't want to say anything out of the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joshua. Okay, I'm going to bring this over to you. So.